Can we all agree that this is a well-deserved win? Because it's truly something that we needed. It is truly something that we needed. From the start of the game, we dominated. It was an utter domination for Manchester United. But what a game this was for Burnley. What a game this was for people that are neutral. Because let me tell you something. It was absolutely crazy. It was a crazy one. I'm telling you, but I'm excited because the way Manchester United fought through this game, you would never know that we were going through that. But if you see the way everybody was fighting, the way everybody was moving and fighting, this is what we needed. This right here is what we needed. And I'm taking this off because I need to focus and speak to you guys like I actually need to. This is what we needed. You get me? This right here is what we needed. You understand me? This right here is what we needed. We absolutely saw the situation. We took our chances, not in the first half, but we kept on fighting. We kept on fighting, guys. In the first half alone, in the first half, I want you guys to understand this. In the first half, the way we struggled to finish our chances, it's like, bro, somebody was coming to take our dinner and we couldn't do anything about it. It was mind blowing how we just let it happen. But one thing is for sure, bro, we are fighting. And that's all I can ask. Right there is all I can ask. To be honest with you, that is all I can ask. It is amazing that we were able to win this game. But because we needed the 3 points. We needed every 3 points. Every part of these 3 points, we needed it. Where are we on the table right now? We are ninth on the table, guys. We are ninth place on the table. We are ninth place on the table. 4 points. We lost one, drew one, and won one. We are ninth place on the table. And our next game is against Manchester City. But not just that it's against Manchester City, it's against Man City after the international break. If Manchester United and if Ruben Amorim loves himself and loves his job, this game against Man City, he needs to go into it and focus. Fonzie, thank you for hitting that follow button. I appreciate you. He needs to go into this game and focus. You understand? Man United right now are in. We are currently glory, Man United. We are currently right. We are currently 10th place, 9th place, ahead of Man City. But that really doesn't matter because Man City haven't played their second game and their third game yet. But in this game, I want us to really talk, right? Let's really talk about what happened. Let's really talk about what happened in the first half. Let's focus on just the first half because I really want us to understand that. If we can focus on the first half, I want us to really understand this first half because it is not something that we should just mess around about. If you look at this half, look at what I'm talking about here. Expected goals in the first half. Expected goals in the first half was 1.57. Expected goals in the first half, 1.57, right? And we scored one goal in the first half, I believe. When you see 1.57, there was no way. Sports, thank you for the heart. I truly appreciate it. There was no way in my mind, right, that we should not come out there with 2 goals. We needed to go into the second half in 2 goals lead. 1 goal was just too much. It was a problem. And yes, it was a really good goal because Casemiro, really nice crossing from Bruno to Casemiro. Casemiro took his opportunity well. With a perfect time header, he hits the bar, hits a player and goes in. But I want you guys to see right here. Let me see if I can zoom in. Look at the chances. Look at the chances. Look at the chances that we saw. Look at the amount of chances that we got to actually get to the goal. 15 shots in the first half. 15 shots in the first half, bro. Come on, we needed to win this game comfortably. I'm excited that we won the game. Don't get me wrong, I'm excited. We needed all 3 points. Ruben Amorim said it in his the interview ahead of the game. We need to win this game. Fonzie says the game is it's simple. Just score goals, and we couldn't capitalize on the opportunity. You are not wrong. The first half, we needed to finish. The first half, we absolutely needed to finish. Sheshko, Richard said Sheshko is 100% settled in that jump. That jump was amazing. Dude was jumping. His hand time is ridiculous. I think his hand time is better than some of the NBA players that we watched. You understand? His hand time is better than some of the NBA players that we watch on a regular basis. But this is where the problem lies. 15 shots in the first half, but 4 shots on target. You understand? That's where the problem lies. God says, what do you think about Ugarte? I'm going to talk about Ugarte. Just remind me. I want us to be able to finish this. Tag says you create your own problems. No doubt about it. We should be able to finish quicker than we did. We should be able to finish teams quicker than we did. We just didn't. Ethan says the game should have not been that close. Should have ended in the first half. Absolutely. Richard, thank you for following. I appreciate you. We had 2 big chances in the first half. We scored from 1. The accurate passes in the first half, we had 81%. They had 74. You understand? Fouls committed 3, corners 5. But this right here, the expected goals is what pisses me off the most. The expected goals is what pisses me off the most. 1.57 in expected goals in the first half. 1.5.05 in open play. 0.52 in set play. 1.7 non-penalty XG. And the truth about it is that we did not capitalize on that. We did not. We did not capitalize on that. I want to also go see the average playing time. You understand? Then let's look at the second half. Let's look at the second half. In the second half, expected goals 1.2, 1.96, 11 shots in the second half. Arjun, welcome back, man. What are you doing? Embarrassing Football Club, one of the guys says here. Ethan says, what are your thoughts on Ahmad? I have my own. I want to hear yours. Ahmad is a brilliant player. Ahmad is a brilliant player. In the second half, he was basically, he went missing in the first 10 minutes of the second half. First 10 to 15 minutes of the second half. He went missing. But that was because Manchester United started forcing it towards the left. We started forcing it towards the left. We didn't take it back to the right. We just didn't. And that was where the problem lied for Ahmad. Well, you see, the moment we bring it back to the right, where we see Ahmad and Mbeumo playing together, we all of a sudden have more chances. We all of a sudden get a penalty. That's because those 2 guys are our most threatening side. Zim says Cunha's hamstring injured is I think he didn't play for an international match and Man City. Yes, Cunha is probably not going to play the international games. He's probably not going to play the international game. You get me? He's probably not going to play that. And the reason I say that is because in a hamstring injury, right? In a hamstring injury, it's not a situation of you come back ASAP. In hamstring injury, the problem is that you're not just going to be facing, it's very nagging. It doesn't just go away. So you're looking at 5 to 6 weeks. 5 to 6 weeks for that particular situation. If not 8 weeks for some people. And that's the thing that I'm scared of. You understand? I'm scared that this guy would not be able to play for us until the end of November. That's what I'm scared of. I do not want that to be the case. I don't. I don't want that to be the case, but that's what we are facing. Zin says we should have got two penalty, Mount and Ahmad. We should have. That was a penalty on Mason Mount. But nobody gives Manchester United the opportunity. We have to fight for it. Nobody's going to give us an opportunity whatsoever. We have to fight for it. You understand? We have to fight for it. It's quite disappointing, but we have to fight for it. Ajun says, what do you think about Zexi in before Sheshko? I think it was a brilliant move because it worked out. Sheshko was not in there because of the fact that that he played 90 minutes against Grisby. And I understand that. I understand that crystal clear. But the truth about it is that once he came into the pitch, Zexi was threatening. Zexi absolutely occupied the defenders. And that was a brilliant move from Amorim. So we have to give Amorim credit for that. Tio in the building, man. What's up, Tio? What's up? Long time no see. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're back now for sure. Says barely beating Burnley, saying deserved. Bro, we deserved the win. Bro, I'm literally trying to tell you guys, bro, we had expected goals crazy. We were in our expected goals, the total, right? The total of our expected goals for this game was 3.54. The expected goals for Manchester United in this game was 3.54. What does that tell you? That Manchester United should have scored at least 4 goals. Should have scored at least 4 goals. We dominated this game from start to finish. We should have scored at least 4 goals. But Burnley just did not give up. And our defense, oh my God. Oh my God, it pissed me off. Our defense absolutely pissed me off. Because there's no way that we should be dilly-dallying with these guys like that. There's no way we should be doing that. We also have to give Alter Benyede a lot of credit. He did his job today. He did his job today. I'm not going to lie to you. He did his job today. He did his job today. That's one thing that I'm absolutely going to be sure of. He did his job today. And I'm not going to allow anybody take that from him. He absolutely did his job today. And I'm absolutely glad that that was the way it went. I'm glad that that was the way it went. JLA. But I need to talk about this defense. I need to talk about this defense because, bro, we have a lot of problems. And I am so glad that we have Mazarawi back. I am so glad that we have Mazarawi back. Because, bro, honestly, it is a troubling fact. It's a troubling factor that Manchester United do not know how to organize themselves. And the moment Mazarawi came in, we saw a different move. We saw a total different energy. And that right there is all about control. That right there is all about control. And I'm telling you, I have to give Mazarawi a lot of credit for that situation. The boys played well. Let me not lie to you. The boys played well. We need to just finish our dinner. We need to finish our dinner. And don't get me wrong, we're actually going to talk about what's his name? Mateus Cunha. We're going to talk about Mateus Cunha in more. What the heck is this? We're going to talk about Mateus Cunha because one thing is for sure, Manchester United need this guy. He has definitely been ridiculously good for us. Um, Wakanda says 5 goals written over everywhere. Bro, we should have gotten that goal. We should have won 5-0. We should have at least scored 5 goals. That's one thing that we should have. But we didn't. We sure didn't. I wish we did. I'm telling you, I truly wish we did. But we didn't. I truly wish we did. We just didn't. There were so many things that we could have done better. So many things that we could have done better. And you could even see it in Ruben Amorim's face. That this was absolutely irritating him. Yes, reader, deserved. That's the word. I did not stutter. Easily should have been 5-0. Absolutely. Um, Malau says Man United raised by blood pressure. Bravo to the guys winning the game. Bro, I was literally telling guys that watch the live. I was live and I had my Apple Watch on my hand. I was live and I had my Apple Watch on my hand and I was watching the game. And my Apple Watch was like, continue, keep on training. We are almost there to do the whole circle. If you have an Apple Watch, you know what I'm talking about. We're almost there to do the whole circle. That's because my heart rate was jumping so much that honestly, I was scared. I took it off. I did not want to see it anymore. I was scared. I took it off. I did not want to see it anymore. Now let's look at what Bruno Fernandes did in this game. Bruno Fernandes was the man of the match, of course, and had a rating in terms of foot mob, had a rating of 8.6. By the way, guys, let me know what you guys think about the rating. Nokia, thank you for hitting that follow button. I appreciate you, big dog. Your team says your club is in shambles. Take the win. I'm taking the win. It's much deserved. It's much deserved. Nokia says Xerxes was a bad sub. The team lacked hunger. They score and go to sleep. No, I don't think Xerxes was a bad sub. I actually think Xerxes was really good, was really smart because he absolutely occupied their defense. He occupied their defense. Reper team says Pillar is a W. Take it and build upon the positives. That's what I'm building upon. That's what I'm trying to talk about. You understand? But I also have to talk about everyone. Nokia says, come on, man, we didn't play well. The players are being wrongly played in different positions. No, no. Y'all needed a pen and an own goal, bro. Bro, if you think that that's not a way to score goals, you're absolutely deceiving yourself. The truth about what happened today was that we played well. We played well. We were attacking. We were destroying. We were creating chances. But we were not finishing our dinner. Sometimes you just need to eat. You just need to eat. You be like right back, feed me more. You need to eat. You need to continue punishing them. We didn't finish our dinner today. Bruno Fernandes created the most chances, 6 in the match, from deep line play. A lot of people always will say, oh, Bruno cannot play the deep line. He's created most chances still. Bruno Fernandes also lost the most views, 9 in the match. That's unfortunate, but that's true. You understand? That's unfortunate, but that's true. Created 6 chances. Accurate pass for Bruno was 83%. He could be better. He got 66 out of 80. He could be better in terms of the accurate passes anyway. The expected goals for Bruno was 0.76. Another better chance. He should be better in that. Expected assist was 0.24. You understand? Official line supper, thank you for following. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. So send us a message after the live. The serious guys are using us. Best of luck today. Okay, for sure. Bruno absolutely did well today. Now he had some opportunities, right? He had a lot of things that he could have done better. A lot of things that he could have done better. Chef says, deserved, brother. You know that goal wasn't off. Come on, it was. What are we, bro? It's automated. It's why are we still discussing this? It's automated. It's not VAR. It's not drawing a line. It's automated. If you're off, you're off. If you're on, you're on. That's not even a conversation that we need to even start talking about. You understand? That's not even a conversation. We need to give Bruno credit for absolutely converting the goal that he scored today. We need to give Bruno credit for converting the penalty because a lot of people would have crumbled under that pressure. Bear in mind, Bruno missed one last weekend. He missed one last weekend. When I saw that Joshua Zirkzee picked up the ball, I was like, no. I was like, no. You need to give Bruno the ball. He needs to get back on the horse. And that is the beautiful thing about this. Joe said they will finish, they will end up 8 anyways. Bro, Joe, you are in for a shocker of your lifetime this season. You're in for a shocker. I can tell you that. Bruno, 100% cross accuracy, 85% accuracy, 49 touches, total touches, 7 passes into the final third, 5 big chances created, 4 tackles, and 4 clearance. He is causing problems in every scenario that he's been in. In every scenario, Mansa Munsa, the richest African ever to have been the richest man in the world ever. Thank you for following. I truly appreciate you. What are you telling me? Since the start of 2020, 2021, Bruno has scored more goals, 55, than any other midfielder in the Premier League. And that was a clutch goal, bro. When you're talking about clutch, you're talking about Bruno Fernandes. When you're talking about clutch, we're talking about Bruno Fernandes. And let's not even go about the situation that we are forgetting about Mason Mount. Let's not forget about Mason Mount today. Because Mason Mount was absolutely brilliant. He did his job yet again. T. Emma, thank you for following us. I appreciate you. Hutchins says, I love this man. Good win. Absolutely. What? But last week he wasn't. Yes, he wasn't. This is not the most clutch player in the NBA is LeBron James. The most clutch player in the NBA is LeBron James, but LeBron also misses. Let's not do like as if LeBron um, hits the net every time. No, he misses too. Haratu says deserved. Absolutely. He said, come on, bro. Deserved? Yes, it was deserved. Based on the way we played, based on the chances we created, based on the things that we were meant to do in this game, and we did that did not go our way, it was deserved. He says that is the softest pen I've seen from the past 3 seasons. Bro, if they drag your shirt, you're not going anywhere, bro. Do you want to take it? Take the shirt if that's the case. Before the penalty, we should have gotten a penalty with Mason Mount. They didn't give it. So what are we talking about here? Bruno Fernandes has created 5 chances in 34 separate. Let me replace that because I want to give Statman Dave the credit. Bruno Fernandes has created 5 plus chances in 34 separate Premier League games. No Manchester United player in the history has done that more in more games on real consistency. But this is the problem, I guess. But this is the problem that people are talking about, I guess. But this is the problem that people want to sell because he missed the penalty, I guess. Come on, bro. What are we talking about? Yes, I know Bruno Fernandes will not be able to do this for a long time, and he needs to start playing within the system. That is what he did today. The passes he was able to get to Bryan Mbeumo. The understanding of knowing where Bryan Mbeumo and Ahmad is every single time he gets the ball was absolutely brilliant. It was breathtaking, and we need to give him credit for that. We need to give him credit for that. No two ways about it. Chef says it's okay. You guys need this, and wouldn't wish that happened against Grimsby or any team. Mbeumo was good. I'm yet to talk about Mbeumo. We are going to talk about Mbeumo. Trust me when I say this. Innocent body says fluke win, bro. There's nothing about innocent and the body put together. There's nothing about innocent and body in the same sentence. Let's relax. Let's relax. Manchester United is Lukaka. Bro, that's the reason why you have that name. You say you're Lukaka and you're telling me that Manchester United is a joke. What are you telling me, bro? Um, Watermatic says, what about the pen we didn't get in the first half? Exactly. What about the pen we didn't get in the first half? Innocent Body says United can finish top four. We probably will not finish top four because our midfield is not good enough. But I can tell you that my prediction is fifth. I can tell you that we are going to finish fifth. One of 50-50 pen. It wasn't a 50-50 pen, it was crystal clear. Now let's talk about Bryan Mbeumo. Guys, let me know what you guys think about Bryan Mbeumo in the chats because I want to hear from you guys before I give you guys my 2 cents. Let's talk about Bryan Mbeumo. I want to really hear what you guys got to say about Bryan Mbeumo because, to be frank with you, this dude was absolutely. We are lucky to have Bryan Mbeumo in the team. We are absolutely lucky to have Bryan Mbeumo in the team. And I'm excited for that. We are lucky to have Bryan Mbeumo. Trust me when I say this. We are absolutely lucky. And I'm saying it so many times so it can literally resonate to you guys. Bryan Mbeumo, the way he played today, the way he kept on running today, the way he kept on pushing today. Let me continue reading the comments. Innocent Body say out of seventh position, mate. We'll see. We'll see. Chef says United will probably finish like seventh or 10th or 2/10. Wait and see. Watermatic says if we can finish fifth, we can finish fourth, and if we can finish first, if we can finish fourth, we can finish first. I agree. I agree. This team is better than what people think. Better than Garner. He's definitely better than Garnacho. Definitely. Sunderland. Well, I don't know why you dropped Sunderland. We did not play Sunderland. T Ima says he's the best of the best. Brian McBurgers, of course. He said, I'm happy Man United won, but they have to be consistent. And that is the word right there. Carlos, you absolutely hit the nail on the head. Man United need to be consistent. And that right there is the consistency that we need. We need consistency. And that will start after the international break. That right there will start after the international break because we need consistency. Because this, Jesus Christ, I need to drink water. We need consistency. Now let's talk about Bryan Mbeumo. Bro, I was thirsty. Hunter says if we have a better midfield, we'll be. If we have better midfield with Manu, we'll probably be fourth. I agree. Um, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but he says a win over Burnley. Yes, it is a win over Burnley. Chef says you're joking, bro. Which team do you support? United. He probably supports Arsenal. Of course, Arsenal. What is the that was embarrassing, cringe, and pathetic, bro. I don't know what you were watching, Millennium. Yes, embarrassing because our defense absolutely let two stupid goals in, but we definitely should be better. What the Manic says, then go support Arsenal. This is a Man United chat, though. No, everybody's allowed here. Everybody's allowed here. I want everybody to talk about it. I want everybody to talk about it. So for Bryan Mbeumo in this situation, we're looking about 26 out of 36 passes completed, accurate passes, which led him to 72%, which definitely should be better. You understand? Should be better. He created 5 chances was created by Bryan Mbeumo, which is absolutely brilliant. I don't understand why you guys do not check this out. If we can have two guys creating 2 chances, creating both of them creating 5 chances each, 5 chances each in a game. Manchester United should be winning that game comfortably. Expected goals for Bryan Mbeumo was 0.60, which was definitely good because he scored. What else? What we were looking about expected goals on target, 0.38. And then let's go a little bit into the touches. He had 52 touches. Touches in the opposition's box is 9. Passes into the final third is 3. Accurate crosses were 80%. So he had 4 out of 5, which was absolutely brilliant because he was one of the reasons why we almost even scored with our corner kicks. The passes to Bruno, that's, by the way, we need to also talk about that corner kick routine to the penalty box for us to finish. If he goes in, that would be one of the most brilliant goals I've seen in a long time. Let's answer some comments. For fun says, I can't believe Burnley didn't get 3 points today. These are the type of games they should get points, bro. What are you talking about? I know you're trying to banter United, but are you? Did you drink something before coming? 28. Thank you for following us. I truly appreciate it. Yakubu Kamara, thank you for sharing the video. Thank you for sharing the live. I appreciate that. Truly, is definitely one thing that I appreciate the most. Zenitsu, bro, that's a really good name. Zenitsu says, especially against small clubs, they can't beat fourth division. Come on, okay, you guys are just at this point, you guys are just trying to banter me. So that's definitely Bryan Mbeumo. Bryan Mbeumo played very well. He definitely was going to be my man of the match if Bruno did not score that goal. You understand? He was definitely going to be my man of the match. He has one goal and almost created an assist. You understand? Almost created an assist. In my opinion, it was a really, really good opportunity that he created. And I'm absolutely happy with that. And then you look at Amad Diallo. Amad Diallo, my man, my star boy. 31 to 37 accurate passes, which was 84%. Created 2 chances. He won the penalty. Expected goals was around 0.63. He should have scored. He should have scored for sure, but just didn't. Let's keep on answering the comments because I really want to hear from you guys. Statwell Fox says, well, let's start with ODA. He says Mount came off injured, right? No, I don't think he's really injured. I think we are just trying to save him from having any more problems. Startwell Fox says, why can't start Sheshko? Because Sheshko played 90 minutes on Wednesday, it would be reckless to start him on Saturday. Marco says United found their level, bro. Relax. United's level is definitely on top of the Premier League. Jeff says, why was Sheshko even bought for all that um if he wasn't the first sub for Amorim? Amorim is bugging. I literally need to tell you guys this. Benjamin Sheshko did not come on first because he had played 90 minutes. He had played 90 minutes already. You understand? He had played 90 minutes already, and because he played 90 minutes, it would be dangerous for us to put Benjamin Sheshko immediately when Mateus Cunha got injured. Because when you look at this, you have to also understand that they are also looking at their chemistry on who has a risk of getting an injury. And the truth about it is that Benjamin Sheshko would have gotten, he was likely to get an injury if he played more than 30 minutes. Because he played 90 minutes on Wednesday, that recovery time is not enough for you to play another 90 minutes. That's the reason why. Odari says, I think when Sheshko is on, they play a different way. They do. We definitely do. We put more crosses into the box, and that's something that we are learning, and it's definitely going to be better. Cartoon says Sheshko equals Hoyland. Bro, I do not know what you're watching. Hoyland could definitely not make that jump in his wildest of dreams. Audrey says, do you think we get a midfielder before the window closes? I believe we get the midfielder, but I think it's going to be on loan. I think we are going to get a midfielder on loan instead of us getting a permanent buy because I don't believe that we want to put in a lot of what do you call it, a lot of money into not the right person. You understand? So I definitely would say that. I definitely would say that in that situation. But it was great to see Mazarawi back. And for Manchester United, in my mind, I think our top performers, right? Our top performers was, of course, Bruno, who was my man of the match, Bryan Mbeumo, who was next, Amad Diallo, and then we have Patrick Dogu. And then after that, you then look at Jacob Braun Larson. Jacob Braun Larson was a threat in this game. And of course, Mason Mount in the next. Because definitely, it was truly, truly, truly a difficult one to actually deal with these guys. It was. I'm not even going to lie to you. It was difficult. This game was definitely difficult. For sure. It was definitely difficult. You understand me? It was definitely difficult. I was so glad to see Hannibal Majri, by the way. I was so glad to see Hannibal Majbury. It was definitely something that I was excited about to just watch him play. Like him right here, he definitely did more than a lot of people are going to give him credit for. He did more than a lot of people are going to give him credit for. But I'm absolutely appreciative to see that he's actually getting better and better every single situation. Um, Square says, do not really like Dalo's style of play. He definitely played better today. I know he's an acquired taste, but he definitely played better today. Jesus says, it's sad to see United struggle with Burnley. Yes, because we're still getting the kinks out of our system. We're still getting the kinks out of our system. And when we do, we are going to start seeing the benefits of why we play this system, the reason of why situations are going to get better. Claret says Amorim playing with tactical magnets. Just look at Sean Dyche with wingbacks. I don't understand. Um, Jesus says I am an Arsenal fan. Well, shout out to you because Arsenal are definitely going to be having a hard game tomorrow. So make sure you guys join us because we are going to cover that too. Hez says, yo, Pila, let me up. Let's talk about this match. We definitely will. Just give me 1 second. Um, Jesus says, yo, shouldn't have ever sold Garnacho. Garnacho wanted to leave. And if you can fall in behind, if you can fall in line with the manager, you need to leave. Sai says, bro, you guys always say that every season with the new manager and end up wanting them out. No, I don't want Ruben Amorim out for whatsoever. I want him to stay. Guys, by the way, make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's keep on smashing that subscribe button, hit that follow button right away so we can get up to 1,000 likes, 1,000 followers on YouTube and 10,000 on TikTok. So guys, let's hit that right now. Ref says, saying we got it. You guys are definitely going to be facing a big team tomorrow. So we are going to be there watching live. So make sure you guys do not lose now. Make sure. I think that the substitutions today was absolutely positive. The substitutions was really good. We brought in Mazarawi, we brought in Benjamin Sheshko, Kobe Meno, and Joshua Zexi, and I think it was really progressive. Thank you for hitting that follow button, King. I don't know how to pronounce your name because I really can't see it. It's just King that I can see. So thank you for hitting the follow button. Who's next to hit the follow button, guys? Hit the follow button. Let's go. Let's go. We are on our way to 10,000 subscribers or 10,000 followers on YouTube, on TikTok. Sorry. So guys, hit that follow button. Thank you. Wolf says Amorim lineup easy to break through. 4-3-3. I mean 3-4-3. 4-4-3 or 4-3-1-2 would be better. I understand that it might be better based on the players that we have. We might feel like that is a better situation. But let's not lie to ourselves. We are not the managers. We are not the managers. And so he thinks and he believes in his system. And so let him do it. Let us just back him because the truth about backing a manager, right? It's not just backing him with money. It's not just backing him with money. Sometimes you actually need to back him with blindness, support him blindly. I know that that's a controversial statement to make, but the truth about it is that Ruben Amorim has shown us that he can bring a team from the brink of obscurity. And that is what Manchester United is. And we need to give him the opportunity to do that. King says, I go by King. Shout out to you, man. Wilson says, from winning the Champions League back in 2008 and to being a mid-table team, yes, it's problematic. We need to do better. We need to do better, and we are going to do better. And that's why I trust Ruben Amorim to be the guy to bring us back. That's the reason why. That right there is the reason why. You understand? That right there is the reason why. That right there is the reason why. The good thing about it is that Manchester United now have bought. We have gotten one goal from Bryan Mbeumo, one goal from Bruno Fernandes, and one thing that nobody's going to talk about is that Manchester United bought Bryan Mbeumo to score goals, and he has started scoring goals. This is 2 goals in 2 games. Nobody's going to say nothing about it. 2 goals in 2 games. Sam, thank you for following. Wolf, thank you for following. I appreciate you guys. Chef says, dark time. I felt this. Wolf, thank you, man. I appreciate you, bro. Heart me, thank you. I truly appreciate. I appreciate that. That definitely does wonders for the channel. One thing about this situation is that I made a promise in the past. I was like, whatever you guys donate to us, especially on TikTok, will definitely go back into making the channel a lot better. And what we have seen is that the quality of the camera is getting better. The quality of the content is getting better because we can put more time and more situations into research and getting better. So thank you, Wolf, for putting and investing into the scenario, into the channel. I truly appreciate that. Um, what's next? What's next? Sang says, I'm sorry, guys, this team is not going anywhere this year. I'm sorry, but I disagree. Manchester United are going to finish fifth. We are going to finish fifth. And I also understand, and the funny thing about this situation is that, yes, our defense is really bad, right? Our defense had a tough time today because there's no coordination, right? We did not have coordination in our defense. Like, we struggled a lot. But the truth about this situation is that we still are looking at Licha coming back soon. Licha is about to come back. You understand? He still has the cruciate ligament injury on his knee. But in mid October, he's about to come back. He's about to come back. And he's going to come back bigger and better. And when I say bigger, he's going to come back definitely more muscular. Wolf, thank you, man. I appreciate you, man. Wolf, you definitely OG in this one. Oh my God. Salute to you, big dog. Salute to you. I truly appreciate it. And it's always a promise, like I said. Anytime the money comes, anytime it comes, I'm always going to say it. It's a promise. It's going to be going back into the channel. And that I can promise you guys. So Man United now are going to be going on the what do you call it? On international break. We're going to be going on international break, and we are absolutely going to be putting in work. Ruben Amorim needs to put in work, and I know there's going to be talks with the hierarchy with Ruben Amorim during the international break. But based on what we have already seen, based on what we have heard, and based on what we have been reported, Ruben Amorim has the backing of the hierarchy. But there has to be a conversation. There has to be a conversation. We need to start winning, and that is definitely it. Angel Martinez says deserved win, crying. Absolutely. It is deserved because of how we played. Wolf says, all love and respect to Manchester United family. Salute to you, my dog. I truly appreciate you. I truly do. Finlay says, deserved win, but it shouldn't be too close. Absolutely. Man United should have dispatched these guys 5-0 in the first half. It should not even be a situation where we dilly dally. It should be a situation where we absolutely finish them immediately. The moment we got the opportunity, finish. And when we start clicking on all cylinders, because a lot of people do not understand that Manchester United have not clicked on all cylinders yet. When we start clicking on all cylinders, when we start scoring, that's when we start seeing what we bought in the transfer window. That's when we start seeing. Louis says, deserved laughing. Bro, it was deserved. It was deserved. It was dramatic. but it was deserved. Two things can be right. Two things can be right. Now let's talk about Mateus Cunha. This was a tough one for me. It was a tough one for me. Phil says sales of recent players 100% an excuse for us to now go and get a goalkeeper and a midfielder. We are going to get back into that. We are going to talk into that too. Phil, remind me once we finish talking about Mateus Cunha. Jerry says if you watch this match, you understand that the problem is not this coach for real. Absolutely. Absolutely. I am glad somebody said it and not me. Because if I say it, someone will be like, oh, bro, you are supporting Ruben Amorim. Bro, I'm glad that somebody said it apart from me. I'm glad. Because you are absolutely right. Noddy says, brother, where do you get that shirt? Man, I thrifted it. I thrifted it. Um, all right, let's talk about Mateus Cunha, right? Mateus Cunha, 75% touches, 73% created, 62% area use won, 63% defensive contributions, 91% in goals, 96% in shot attempts. That is Mateus Cunha's attacking midfield wingers player traits. And we have seen everything that we thought we were going to be buying with Mateus Cunha. But the sad thing about this situation is that Mateus Cunha has just gotten an injury. And this injury will probably keep him out. It will probably keep him out on so many games. And the games that we need him, especially against Manchester City, it's sad to see that he's going to be out of it. Emirates says not happy he's keeping Shechko offline up. I don't understand what you mean by that. So please comment down again. Let's see what you mean. Noodle Nerd says, jeez, brother, where did you get that shot? Okay, I've basically answered that. Nordy says we are acknowledging grinds by deserved win, and we deserve this one. Absolutely, we deserve to win this. Noddy says thanks. Okay, yeah, for sure. Um, Zerky says why Sheshko is benched again. Well, Benjamin Sheshko because Benjamin Sheshko played 90 minutes in the last game. That is why he was benched. Royal Sign says why are you Amorim in? I'm absolutely all the way Amorim in. I'm behind my manager. I'm standing strong. I'm standing strong. Emirates says, why not starting Sheshko? Because Benjamin Sheshko played 90 minutes already. He played 90 minutes before, and basically, he needed some time to rest. King says a good championship battle. I know you can battle all you want, but you are about to go. You will go face Burnley. They are not easy to beat. They are not easy to beat whatsoever. Jerry says first half instead of the players like Dallo to cross, but no, then the other half, boom, he turns into Arnold. I understand. He definitely he has ways to get better in this system. He has ways, no doubt. Benjamin Chef says, but Sheshko really should be playing league games and not cup games, though. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying because he played 90 minutes, he wasn't meant to play 90 minutes. If we dispatch Grimsby, he would have come off, right? He would have come off. But the truth about it is that needed him in there for an attacking threat, and we did not get the win. And so he unfortunately played 90 minutes, and that's why he couldn't start. He's going to start the next game against City. That's for sure. I can assure you that. Jeff says 3-2 against Burnley, a championship side. Find their level, bro. If you think that Burnley is a championship side, you're not watching the right game because Burnley is in the Premier League. Burnley is in the Premier League. I don't know what people are doing all this church or for. Burnley is in the Premier League. King says at home, bro. Yes, at home. Yes, at home. Well, you guys talk about you speak on this situation without putting context of where Manchester United is coming from. Where Manchester United is coming from, we are going through hard times. We are going through hard times, and you need to absolutely put that into context. Jerry, thank you for following, guys. Guys, hit that follow button. Hit that follow button right now. We are on our way to 10,000 subscribers or 10,000 followers on TikTok. So, guys, hit that subscribe button and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So, guys, hit that follow button. Let's go. Joshua says deserved. You can't beat fourth division team, bro. Bro, why are we talking about Grimsby? Why are we talking about Grimsby when we just defeated Burnley? All you guys want to do is come here and literally just banter. That's all. Chef says every team in the Prem is hard. I agree, but they should be winning more comfortably. I am not this. I'm not. I'm not denying that fact. Manchester United should have won this game in the first half. We should have, but we didn't. We didn't. And because we didn't, we have to give them credit for what they did. We have to give them credit for what they did. They did not let the game go out of hand. They won the game. And that should count for something. It is well deserved because they deserve to win. Not well deserved because Manchester United all of a sudden played, all of a sudden are a better side or are definitely. No, it's well deserved because they deserve to win the game and they won it. It's as simple as that. You understand? It's not the situation where this is like, no, they deserve to win and they did. They found a way to win. Now let's look at what they're talking about in terms of the interviews, right? Because Ruben Amorim has definitely done an interview with Manchester United. So hopefully Manchester United can actually give us an opportunity to listen to the interview without cutting or copywriting us in on YouTube. But we'll give it a try. Yeah, we'll give it a try. We'll give it a try. By the way, if you guys want to watch Manchester United's the interview fully, you guys of course know where to go find it. It's Manchester United channel. Emirates says kudos to Ahmad. Kudos to Ahmad. He's hardworking. Or kudos. Say kudos. Kudos to Ahmad. He's hardworking and unseen. But we know absolutely. They say what a relegation battle. You can keep on lying to yourself, Caleb. United are freaking trash. They go bailed out. That is not a penalty, bro. You can continue saying all that if you want. I don't even know why I even answered that. But we go. All right, let's hear what this guy has to say, Ruben Amorim. Let's go.
Ruben, firstly, congratulations. There was a lot of drama at the end of the game there. You look like one of the most relaxed in the stadium. Did you feel that way on the inside? Because I was thinking that Bruno is no way that he's going to miss two penalties in a row. So I was really comfortable and confident that we are going to score. I want to see. I don't like to see penalties. I wanted to see the reaction of our fans. Was a good moment, but I was thinking that in the last minutes will be. In this moment, everything happens, so we should be really focused and was trying to imagine the last minutes of the game.
All right, so let's answer that first question. Like, let's talk about the first question because we need to kind of give our sense about the situation. First thing he said was that he was calm, he was relaxed because he put his feet up. He knew Bruno was going to score. He knew that Bruno was not going to miss two penalties in a row, and that is absolutely true. Bruno Fernandes, when it comes to penalty takers in the Premier League, he's one of the best, and there's no arguing that. There's no arguing that what we saw last week was abnormal. That was the aberration. That was the it did not happen situation. You understand? That was like let's forget about it. But Bruno Fernandes is a goal scorer when it comes to penalty. He finishes penalty. He finishes his dinner. And I'm glad that Ruben absolutely said that. And that's the confidence that you want your manager to give your players. And that is good. And I'm also because the funny thing about this, right, is that he could have he could have taken Bruno off penalties. We have a lot of penalty takers. We have a lot of penalty takers. He could have taken Bruno off penalties, but no, he doesn't. So let's keep on going. Let's keep on watching.
We spoke last after the game against Fulham. You were saying that the problems came when you took the lead and you were looking for that character. Did you see glimpses of that today? The reactions to conceding and going and reacting straight away. Today was better. I think we struggle a little bit. It's not about the quality of the players, but it's the characteristics. And when we had to change two players because of injuries, was hard for us. We in the second half we lack with a little bit of pace because Bruno can control more the game as a number 10, but we lack a little bit one more guy to stretch the play like Bryan. So I think today was different. We took the lead and we continue to try to score goals.
Okay, now see that's the key situation because he has given us something that we did not know. I did not know that Mason Mount was actually injured because Mason Mount now was taken off at halftime because of an injury. You understand? Mason Mount was taken off at halftime because of an injury, and that is sad for us to see because Mason, dude, he was such a good player going into this game. He was playing very well. He was playing exactly the way I wanted him to play. He was one of the most threatening players on the pitch right there and there. You understand? But the truth about it is that he's injured. And Bruno Amorim also said something. There's a reason why Manchester United was so good in the first half is because we were able to stretch the game. There's a reason why Manchester United did not let these people score. You understand? Did not let these people score. There's a reason why in the first half we did not let these people score because we were able to stretch the game. And when you're stretching the game, you're pinning their defenders back, you're pinning their midfield back. And the moment Mateus Cunha went out on injury and Mason Mount went out on injury, we brought Kobe Mainu in, and then there was nobody to stretch the game because Bruno Fernandes is good at the number 10 position, but he can't drag the pitch the way we want to. You can't drag the pitch the way we want to. And that right there, to me, is understandable. I understand, but that also gives us another opportunity to say we are not done in buying number 10s. We are not done in bringing people to basically boost our squad because the squad depth is still not the way we want it to be. This team is still not the way we want it to be. And let's keep on going. Let's keep on listening to what Bruno Amorim says.
Quickly, any information on Cunha and Mason on their injuries? I don't know. We have to see. So we have 2 weeks. Let's see how long it will take. Thank you, Ruben. Thank.
By the way, I'm glad we have 2 weeks because sometimes it's really not like a hamstring tear. It's really not like a hamstring pull, and sometimes it's just a hamstring strain. And with hamstring strains, you can absolutely come back from it after 2 weeks of not doing anything. Of not doing anything, you can come back from it. And so I'm hoping, I'm truly hoping, because we need Mateus Cunha against Man City. We need Mateus Cunha against Man City. We do. We truly do. And for Mason Mount, I don't know what the injury was, but we are going to be keeping you guys updated once the news comes out about those two players and their injury. If it's a tear, if it's a strain, everything we'll bring it to you guys. So make sure you guys keep it up, okay? Keep up, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, so you guys do not miss out on when we bring the news to you guys.
Right, congratulations, a goal and the first 3 points of the season. How do you feel?
Yeah, I feel very good, obviously. I think today was really important that we could win. And yeah, obviously, I'm really happy to score my first goal here.
And of course, again, it's not for the chance of trying. There's so many opportunities to get more goals. We see it from yourself running in behind often. Hopefully, 2-2 for you, the first of many.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we had a lot of chances in the first half. But yeah, I think we kept going in the game, and yeah, at the end we get a mirror.
And you see, the thing about this situation of why it's actually really important that Manchester United are actually, what is it? Bye. You can go. One of the reasons why I think this is actually big for us is that Manchester United needed to get the first win. We needed to get the first win. And if we get the first win, it can only get better from here. We just needed to get the monkey out of our back. Manchester United have just announced that Alejandro Garnacho has completed a permanent move to Chelsea. We are thankful for his contributions to United and we wish him the best of luck in his next chapter. Good riddance. Goodbye. Thank you very much. But you do not want to play for United? Bye. You don't want to play for United? Bye. You don't want to fall in line? Bye. Anyway, let me get back to my player that I'm actually talking about. We needed to get the monkey off our backs. We just needed to get the monkey off our backs. It was crucial that we did that. It was absolutely crucial that we did that. Because the truth about it is that the way we were moving, we were going to be really, really tough if we can't get our first win. And we were going to be facing Manchester City next in the Premier League. Can afford. We honestly cannot afford to go into this game without thinking or without honestly getting 3 points. Goofy, thank you for joining. Dean says you was lucky. Bro, there was nothing luck about this situation. There was no luck in this situation. Manchester United absolutely deserved every single thing that we got. Because we worked for it. We worked for it. Now let's continue talking about
Mention the importance of this game as we head into the international break. Is it a nice chance now to enjoy this victory and reset and return for the two big games that lie ahead?
Yeah, of course, it's really important. It give us a lot of confidence and a bit of river for the national team.
Congratulations.
um key thing about this situation is that the next games that Manchester United are playing, if I'm not mistaken, if you guys can even let me know, the next game Man United are playing is Manchester City, and after Manchester City, we are going to be playing who are we playing next? Um, who are we playing next? Who are we playing next? Someone let me know in the chat. After Man United play City, who are we playing next? I think Liverpool comes next, if I'm not mistaken. Um, let's see. Okay. Okay, so City September 14th, and then Man United play Chelsea next. Oh my God, that's a tough one. Man United play Chelsea next after City. It's a tough one. Dean says, "Oh my poor United side." Yes, United are definitely not where we want to be now, but I can tell you for a fact that we are going to click on. We are going to click on. Livan says, how this was luck. Man United was just wasteful. Yes, we were. We did not finish our dinner. We did not finish our dinner. Your Dean says you're living for Fergie. I don't understand what the situation is. Alejandro Garnacho says it's an incredible moment for me and for my family and I to join this great club. I can't wait to get started. I watched the club at the Club World Cup, and to join the world champions is special. We are the best team in the world. It's amazing to be here, man. You're talking trash. Just talking beans. Just talking absolute border dash. You can do whatever the freak you want to do. Go there and go to London and absolutely be abysmal. It's irritating the crap out of me. I'm sorry. I do not get pissed about players leaving my team, but Garnacho just irritates the crap out of me.
Well, Matthias, congratulations. First victory of the season and a much needed one as well.
Yeah, definitely needed. I think the only thing that counted today, we also said it to each other, guys. We today how doesn't matter. We have to win today. So yeah, with that I'm really pleased.
And the key thing about this situation that I really want you guys to understand, right? We won the game, and I'm not saying that we had the best game because What you are not going to accept in a loss, do not accept it in a win. What you're not going to accept in a loss, do not accept in a win. And we understand that. And that's something that my coach has been saying in a long time. Of course, even Shannon Sharp famously said that. You understand? He famously said that. But the truth about it is that we also need to see the positives in this. We created 25 chances, 25 shots on the goal, 25 shots. We should have been winning this game comfortably. And that is what Matthias de Ligt just almost got there, but didn't say. Yes, we won, but we need to understand that we cannot be letting those kinds of goals into our net. We just cannot. Well, let's keep on talking now. Let's keep on talking.
You could tell from the beginning of the game, as soon as the game kicked off, that the camaraderie was there.
Guys,
The
hit
team
that
was so
subscribe
much more
button.
of a team.
Hit
And
that
once
follow
you see
button.
that
Let's go.
from our perspective, you must be able to feel it yourself. Yeah, I think the first half was quite good from our side. A lot of big chances we created. I think we didn't concede that much. So I think an overall really stable performance, solid. But obviously you keep them in the game with not scoring the 2-0 or maybe even the 3-0. So that's something we could improve. But yeah, and also the second half was, we felt like we dropped in energy in a bit of attention. And then you see that out of nowhere they could score goals and make it difficult for us. And yeah, that's something we definitely have to improve. But I think the fact that we came after the first goal of them, immediately we scored a 2-1, and after 2-2 we still believed to score the 3-2 is I think the biggest plus of today. But we all know that getting away like that today is not every week, so we really have to improve on that.
And that is the thing. That is the takeaway. Right there, should be the takeaway for everybody. And everybody here talking that, 25 chances, but still crap. Yes, I understand, Dean. You think that's the situation, but I need you guys to understand. If a team is creating 25 chances, they will start scoring sooner than later. We created 25 chances against Arsenal. We created 25 chances again against Burnley. If we continue creating 25 chances, we are going to start winning games. And that's what you're not understanding. And that is what is going to come and bite you in the behind. Tom says, won against Burnley but lost to Grimsby. Still baffles me. Still baffles me. The truth about it is that the players did not want to play against Grimsby, and that's what they showed. Levin says, just need to cut out the schoolboy defending, man. You are absolutely right, sir. You are absolutely right. And that would come when we start having our full-time um, defense. I don't understand whether people know that our first team defense is not on the pitch yet. Our first choice defense has not gotten on the pitch yet. We haven't gotten on the pitch yet. Mazarawi came back from injury today. Licha Martinez is still injured. People all of a sudden forget that. Licha Martinez is still injured. You understand? Licha Martinez is still injured. And I'm not saying it's not an excuse. I'm just saying that we are going to get better. I'm not giving an excuse for the chances we caused. I'm literally saying there's a reason why our team is not organized in the back. Our team is not organized in the back. Because the people that do the organizing are not there. Just Nob United says, we are so back. I wouldn't say that yet. That right there is our starting team. That right there is our starting centre back positions. Licha, De Ligt, and Yoro. That's our starting situation. By the way, Livan, thank you for hitting that follow button. I truly appreciate you. Guys, you guys need to follow Livan's footstep. Hit that follow button so we can absolutely get to our goal of 10,000 followers here on TikTok. And then hit the subscribe button if you guys have not on YouTube. It is PILLAH Sports on YouTube. Dean says back four. Bro, I don't know whether you're drinking today or something. But I'm just not even going to bother anymore. Because all of a sudden, you just feel like you're just bantering. That's all you're trying to do.
And it was sort of chaos at the end. A lot of excitement as Bruno was putting the ball down for the penalty. The manager, Ruben, had his legs up. He looked relaxed. How are you feeling at that point? Yeah, obviously really happy. But to be fair, I didn't went to the corner flag with everybody because first of all I was really tired and I wanted to keep my focus and energy for the last 4 or 5 minutes. So I celebrated, congratulated Bruno, but then I went immediately back to the position. Congratulations, well played. Thank you, man. Thank you.
I'm glad, man. I'm really glad that this is
Like
how
for
things
sure.
went. I'm really glad that we won the game. Yes, it's not comfortable. We did not win the game comfortably. We did not win the game the way we wanted to win it. But the way we won it is absolutely the right way to kickstart this team. It is absolutely the right way to kickstart this team, and nobody is going to tell me otherwise. Nobody is going to tell me otherwise. Finally, we won. That right there is the key part about this situation. That right there is the key part about the situation. And we need to understand that this is what we need to say. That right there is honestly the truth. Dean says Mourinho is coming back to United. Because Mourinho said that he wanted to go to a club that doesn't have Champions League doesn't mean he's coming to United. Let's stop all this banter. That right there is the reason why I think he would absolutely work. This team is fighting. This team is working. And this team is definitely doing their own. Anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys watch out for all the videos that we are about to put on and what we're about to drop because we are going to be talking about 5 things learned against Burnley. We are going to be talking about 5 things learned against Burnley. So make sure you guys absolutely keep up with what we are doing here on Pillar Sports. So make sure I'll see you guys in the next one. Guys, have a good one.